This is the Reality Check, your source for all news that's actually important. Here, we look past the tweets and statements and talk about the real news. What is that? It's anything that affects the following 7 things. Good jobs, affordable quality healthcare, investing in children, empowering people over special interests, equal opportunity for all, sustainable infrastructure, and clean air, water, and energy. If it affects those, then it's real news and it's important. Hey everyone, and welcome back to the Reality Check. I'm Hugo Pires. Today, we are going to be talking about the circuit courts. We all know about Trump's nominees for the Supreme Court, which handled 69 cases last year. But what's more important are Trump's circuit court nominees. The circuit courts handled tens of thousands of cases.
Something that people aren't talking about is how many judges we've had approved, whether it be the Court of Appeals, circuit judges.
For those of you that don't know, the circuit courts are where you can appeal court rulings and try to get them changed. And since Trump got elected, he's been packing them with young, conservative judges. In fact, Trump now has appointed 20% of all court seats. Once Trump confirms the rest of his nominees, he will control 54%. So the reason I've mentioned that they're young is because judges don't really have terms in elections. They serve for life. So the younger they are, the better, because now the courts will be conservative for years and years to come. One example is Naomi Rao. She believes that there should be essentially no regulations at all on any businesses. In the federal courts, conservative judges like her could start prioritizing big business over other people in court, roll back environmental protections, limit opportunities for people of color, and support gerrymandering, which could lead to disaster for your average American.
That's why I think it's going to be hard for people coming before you as a judge to believe that if a fossil fuel company is on the other side, they'll have a shot with you, and I think that's not appropriate for people approaching United States courtrooms.
On to our scale. Firstly, good jobs, probably no effect. Affordable quality healthcare, negative effect.
Healthcare is a right, we won't go without a fight.
In December of 2018, a Texas U.S. District Court judge decided that the ACA was unconstitutional because Congress had repealed the individual mandate. He said that the whole law relied on that mandate, and without it, the law was invalid. It was appealed to the circuit courts, and the Fifth Circuit is now reviewing that decision. If they deem it unconstitutional, it could wipe out health care for millions of Americans. Investing in children, no effect. Empowering people over special interests, that's another negative effect. As I said earlier, conservative judges may side with corporations over people in many cases. Equal opportunity for all, that's a negative effect. Conservative judges could rule against laws that help minorities. Clean air, water, and energy, negative effect. Courts might rule against companies or people who are trying to introduce or use clean energy, or they might side with coal companies. For example, there is an EPA regulation that banned the use of chlorpyrifos, a dangerous and toxic pesticide that causes developmental delays in children. However, when Scott Pruitt stopped enforcing that rule, activists took him to court. It made it to the circuit courts, and a panel of judges from the Ninth Circuit told him to enforce it last August. However, the EPA appealed, and on March 26th, the full Ninth Circuit Court will review their ruling. Though this is an example of an initially positive effect, it proves how important the courts are in protecting the environment. They may have ruled in the past to protect it, but they may change their ruling if more conservative judges are added. Basically, we can look forward to judges ruling as if it was 232 years ago. These judges will shape the lives of Americans for years to come, decades after Trump ceases to be president. Thanks for watching.